Good morning, David. It's nice to see you as well. So this morning, David, we are working on opening up the psoas. Bailey, go lay down. So you're going to need these two tennis balls. Okay. Now, it's important when you guys set yourself up that you literally externally rotate both of your femur bones out so that the front of the body starts to go a little bit, there's less resistance. Then you take your two tennis balls. They're going to go right here. And for each of you, it's going to change a little bit. So this is what's going to happen, Roger. And you'll know when you find it because it has its own sensation. Oh, I found your second ball, Melissa. Henry has it. It's going to be right. So it really varies. Like here's my hip flexor. So it's going to be anywhere along the groin area on the inside of the hip bone versus the outside. Yeah, right. I imagine it probably does. So we'll take a nice deep breath in. Nice deep breath out. And this morning I'm choosing silence for our classes, primarily because in my own meditation practice, there's a request from our higher selves to start to connect with silence. The best way to do that is to start to make space for it. And however you want to place your arms so that your neck is relaxed. So if you want to bring your arms out in front of you and rest your forehead on top of your knuckles, that is an option. You want to bring them to your sides and place one ear. Now, anatomically, this is where the psoas runs across the front of the body, which would have immediate impact on the lower back. And can be shortened from an excessive amount of butt clenching. Now, I'm aware when I butt clench, which is if somebody cuts me off when I'm driving, that will stimulate it. The dentist is infamous for doing that. I figured they could use it as a marketing tool. If I'm standing for long periods of time, so just take a nice big breath in and sort of relax into it. Now remember, you can also roll from side to side as well. Good stuff, right, Pam? Now we're at that part of our training where we're working on the other 4 of the 8 limbs, which is to withdraw the senses, a one-pointed focus. We've talked about the yamas and the niyamas on an external level, how we use them when we engage the world. And we've talked about them on an internal level, how we use them when the world engages us, and establishing healthy boundaries. And there's a few more breaths here. And we'll push ourselves back into tabletop position. We'll use those 2 tennis balls. Now, the last time Pam was here, I did myofascial release work, didn't I? 2 tennis balls are going to go behind your knees. Now, be gentle when you sit back. So, David, not under your knees, but behind them. No, honey, literally behind your knees. And you'll sit back and you can rest in child's pose if you'd like. You could take that one block that you have and rest your forehead on it. You got it, ladies? Awesome. Here comes my Maria. So when she comes in, you know what we'll do? I'll say, and that was the secret to the universe. And you guys go, oh, wow. Okay. And again, we're just working on the other aspects of the 8 limbs. And once your sand begins to settle, can you relax your arms? Relax your shoulders. Often when we experience tension in the physical body, there is another aspect of the body that will reciprocate. You could use that withdrawing of your senses to sort of scan and notice where you may be holding tension that isn't even related anatomically to your calves or your feet or the backs of your hamstrings. Now we're going to layer on from here. Come on in, Mom Maria. You'll move the tennis balls to the backs of your calves. So it's going to slide down a little bit further away from the knees and closer to the belly of the muscle. So here's the gastrocnemius and the psoas If you didn't know where it was before, hopefully you can feel it now. If you want to sit back a little bit more, you can do that too. Maria, the secret of the universe is waiting for you. And that's the secret to the universe. Huh? How did I know you were here? Uh-huh. That's all right. Come over here, my Maria. Over here. You're going to place those behind your calf. Right on the belly of your calf. Mm-hmm. And there's the breathing, right? The integration of your relationship between the body and mind. And then one more time, you're going to come forward onto your belly. You only need one tennis ball for this. We practiced this before. You'll place the tennis ball at your heart. The relationship with our heart has an immediate influence on our throat chakra. And you can place a block underneath you if you need to. Now the heart chakra is closer towards the collarbone than it is at the breastbone. Again, relax your arms. You may want to choose an ear, a right ear or a left ear. She just doesn't know what to do with herself. Who's got the best mat for me to sleep on? All right, peeps. Let's make the transition onto our backs from here. This practice is dedicated to you, Maria. You'll need one block. You'll need both tennis balls. Now the block is going to go underneath your hips. So you'll place your feet on the floor, coming into bridge pose. You're going to want to lower that block, Batia, so that it's the shorter, because the two tennis balls will rest on top of the block. So you'll take one tennis ball to each butt cheek. You want to gently roll from side to side while you're stimulating the glutes. And again, you place your arms wherever they're the most comfortable. This is going to be more of an active stretch. So you'll want to keep your feet on the floor. Take your right leg up towards the sky. Turn the toes towards the right side of the room so that the entire thigh bone is externally rotated. And then descend the right foot to the top of the mat directly in front of you. The other right foot. So the left foot will stay down on the ground. You'll bring the right foot forward, externally rotating. So Bernie, bring your right foot in towards you so that it is at the top of your mat, not to the right side of the room. Bring your right foot to the top of your mat towards the right side of the room. Maria, see if you can relax the right leg down completely. That's your left leg. Right there you go. Take a big breath in. Pam, can you relax that foot, sweetie, so that the heel is down? Yeah. You'll breathe into your glutes. That can be arranged. Would you like that to be in waterproof or permanent? Okay. And again, if you want to use the slow rolling from side to side. The toes of your right foot will go back towards the ceiling. You'll inhale the right leg up. You'll dangle the right ankle over the left knee, dropping the right knee towards the floor. Use your left hand to bring the right foot as close to your hip flexor as possible for half lotus. And then again, you'll draw the knee towards the top of your mat. Now your right arm is going to thread underneath. So it'll go underneath your back, so behind your back. And it's going to reach around and grab above the left elbow. There you go. Draw those shoulder blades in towards each other. Press the back of your head into the mat. You'll continue to hold, if it's accessible, you'll continue to hold on to the left, or excuse me, the right foot. Get into half of a happy baby. You'll grab the outside blade of the right foot. Draw the right knee in towards your armpit. So Maria, take your knee to the outside of your arm versus the inside of your arm. You need to do the same thing. Just really focus on, there you go. Yep. Pam, can you bring your right knee to the outside of your arm? That's it. Yep. Correct. Bring that outside of your, so take your knee to the outside of your right arm. Maria, you're okay. Yep. Now this last pose can be a little tricky. It's one-legged, fixed firm, or otherwise known as hero's pose. So you'll slide your hand down the top of your foot, place the top of your foot on the ground, Lower the knee towards the floor. One more breath on this side. And you can extend that right leg out, make circles with that ankle. And we'll lower the right foot down to the mat where we have good side number 2 to work with. Setting yourself up so both feet are parallel to the floor. You'll inhale the left leg up towards the sky. You'll externally rotate the left leg towards the left side of the room. You'll lower the foot out in front of you. Yep. You'll let the magic tennis balls do their job. While the room is quiet, is there a particular noise that you are drawn towards? We'll turn the left leg back up towards the sky. Bring the left leg up. Dangle the left foot over the right knee. Opening up the left knee towards the top of the mat. Can you be aware of the distance between the ceiling and you? Draw the left foot in towards the crease of your right thigh. And you'll support that left foot with the right hand, sliding your left arm underneath you. You'll reach for your right arm just above the elbow. Half of a happy baby. Grab the outside blade of the left foot. Externally rotate the left thigh bone. Having the knee rest on the outside of your arm. Glutes are going to be nice and open for all the warrior twos and the straight-legged triangles, wide-legged straddles. And then last but not least, the fixed firm. Placing the top of your left foot on the floor. We'll release the left foot. If you'd like, you could pull both knees into your chest. Give yourself a big hug. And we'll release both feet to the floor. Remove your props. We'll come up into a seated position. Dandasana. As you come into your seated forward fold, you'll place a block underneath your knee. With the softening of the glutes, let's see if we can go a little bit further in the forward fold. If you want to rock your hips from side to side, inhale your arms up nice and high. And on your exhale, reach all the way out in front of you, beyond your feet. Your arms can be soft, your head can be soft. It's a full back body stretch. So now we're using this time, now that the glutes have softened, so that the hamstring, the lower back, get that much needed stretch we may not normally be able to access. Remember the lines in the body we talked about early on in anatomy. There's the front lines, the back lines. One more breath here. You'll roll onto your back. You can remove the blocks from underneath you. You'll need one tennis ball. You'll pull the right knee into the chest. You'll take the tennis ball to the left hip. All the way over towards the, so it's in line with the, well, that, I did say that, didn't I? Go to the left IT band and the attachment point. There you go. Yep. And you're going to roll over onto your left side. Now be gentle. This class was dedicated to Maria. Now, Maria, hold on to your right knee with your left hand, but extend your right arm towards Sarah Papa. Mm-hmm. Yep. Only a few breaths. All right. Now we have good side number 2. Not a real long hold. I still want to be your favorite teacher. Pull the left knee in. You'll roll over to the right side. Remember to breathe. These are attachment points. So good, especially when you're drawing on each other this weekend. You'll be able to remember this moment, this feeling. And you breathe into it. And we'll come back to center, final Savasana. Your feet will fall open and your arms will come out to your sides. There is more room within you for you. Allow yourself to breathe into those places where you are holding unnecessary tension, resistance, resignation. And replace it with hope, certainty, love. If you do not take up that space, something else will. Let's begin to wiggle our fingers and our toes. Bring your arms up over your head and stretch. Stretch through your whole skeletal system. We'll roll to the right. Coming up into a comfortable seat. Now, for those of you who picked a mudra, I'd like you to apply that to this final meditation. And for those of you who are here for yin, just bring your hands to prayer. In order for our prayers to be heard, it requires for us to have an open heart. I'm grateful for this new day, its beauty and its light, and a chance to begin again. May we all be freed from yesterday's limitations. And today, may we be released. Shanti. 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 Peace. Peace. And from my heart to yours, namaste. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming, peeps. Thanks for coming. Are we going to see you guys this afternoon?
Stay on at 11. Shelly, can you hear us?